Tell the apothecary
If you
what
find
he needs
anything,
right away.
please bring it in.
Vou escuchar minha vida quando eu tenho uma chamada. Voy a hablar con el resto de los personajes para ver si se me pasó algo. Como con la madre Giselle,
You return.
Farewell, revered mother.
Until next time.
Sitting and waiting. Great, yeah?
Tell me about yourself.
What about me?
You're skilled. Who taught you how to use a bow?
No one.
That seems unlikely.
What? I picked it up here and there. Mostly it just makes sense. It's not like that for you.
Oh, certainly. Not a day's effort for the naturally gifted like us.
Well, it's not like that. It takes work. A bit. Not like Cullen and his pets. I mean, you miss, then you don't. Is it that hard to see when it's wrong?
Is it an elf thing?
Most I know couldn't find an arrow sitting on it. Right. Maybe I just make it look easy in shite company. Fact still is, no teacher. Where would I find one in alleyways anyway?
How about the basics? Where are you from?
Ferelden?
I got that from the accent. Where in Ferelden?
All over? Okay, fine. Denerim for a bit. South, north, wherever I want.
Oh, you're from wherever. I'm from north wherever.
What?
North wherever. Oh, we had fun on street and or in local tavern.
Oh, hardy ha. Oh, funny you. It's complicated. I don't like complicated. Let's leave it at that. Maybe.
You're not like most of the elves I've met.
Thanks, right? Or was that an insult? Suppose I could go barefoot on mine. Like that's soulless, right? Never be as good as we were. Well, who's we? I'm just fine.
There's nothing to learn from any of that history.
Yes, don't do that. What? We lost so bad there was nothing left. You figure out what they wore on their deathbed. You wear it. Waste of time.
We'll talk later.
If you say so.
At least we've got Inquisition troops out of Redcliffe now, giving those people some... What can I do for you?
We'll talk later.
Goodbye.
If you have salves to treat infections, Mother Giselle would be most grateful.
Let me know if you need anything.
things that need your attention. You didn't have to take the time to help me, and yet you did.
If the history you pursue benefits the Wardens, then it was worth it.
You've proven yourself to be an honorable woman. Principled. I've great admiration for you, and I've never been more certain in my decision to join you.
There will be opportunities for us to do even more in the future.
Then I look forward to it.
Nothing right now. Perhaps in a bit.
Smithing is
Greetings.
Can you tell me more about the Seekers?
The Seekers of Truth were born from the original Inquisition long ago, when it united with the Chantry. Seekers stood above the Templars, watching over them but also investigating magical events they couldn't handle. We were meant to be incorruptible, above reproach. How seldom does reality match the ideal?
But what are Seekers exactly?
Those who know anything of us think we are Templars. We do not use lyrium, however. Our abilities are different, as was our original purpose. We disciplined the Templars and were accountable only to the Divine. And not even her, truthfully.
So nobody ever watched over the Seekers?
It was the Divine's duty. But she could only do so much when the truth was hidden from her. The Templars have always feared us. When a Seeker arrived at a circle, they knew trouble was afoot. That kind of power is troubling. You begin to think you are the only one who can solve the world's problems. If you don't see a problem, it doesn't exist. If someone insists it does, they are the blind ones.
Do you think that kind of problem could ever be fixed?
Possibly. Though the Seekers themselves would need to change. They were clearly not willing to, even though they abandoned everything they stood for to avoid it. In my heart, I believe they can still be salvaged, but not by their own hands.
You mentioned that Seekers have different abilities than Templars.
Entirely. A Templar's abilities come from lyrium and are designed to hunt mages. Ours come from ritual and many years of dedicated training. We cannot be possessed by demons and are immune to mind control. Useful considering our role. Seekers can gain other gifts, so that depends on the individual.
What kind of gifts do you have?
I can set the lyrium within a person's blood aflame. Both mages and Templars bend before my will. Some Seekers use it to interrogate, others simply to paralyze. Once there was a Seeker who could use it to kill. That particular gift is considered rare.
Why did your order turn against the Chantry?
We originally united with the Chantry through a treaty that stated they would keep mages under control. It was felt Most Holy had tacitly allowed the Circle of Magi to vote on its independence, thus breaking the treaty. The Seekers saw themselves as justified, and they led the Templars into a war of righteousness.
You sound like you disagree.
We knew what was happening at Kirkwood, where the Mage Rebellion began. We looked into reports of Knight Commander Meredith's harsh treatment of her charges years earlier. But we found so many shocking cases of magical corruption, it was decided her actions were justified. If we'd been there when it happened, if we'd looked harder at the root causes,
You're right. Something should have been done.
when faced with a problem, the Seekers would close ranks and crush it. We would find an answer, but only once we felt we weren't being coerced. The moment the mages voted for independence, our response was predictable. It was difficult to watch.
How does someone become a Seeker?
Most Seekers begin training in their youth. I was much older, an exception due to my noble birth. We train rigorously for years. Our bodies and minds must be elastic to undergo the vigil, and most fail even then.
Is the vigil some kind of initiation?
It is the rite every Seeker must go through in order to summon their youth. A full year of fasting, prayer, and separation from all distractions, including other people. We empty ourselves of all emotion, focusing only on the purity of our devotion. And the moment it finally ends, it's wonderful. Faith realized. I cannot put it into words.
I wish I could experience that.
If the vigil was not so arduous, I'd say more should attempt it. What if mages never needed to fear possession by demons? I'm told it is impossible, however. I suppose I'll never know the truth of it now.
I've no more questions.
Do you need something?
May I ask you about the Chantry?
It is difficult to say what becomes of the Chantry now. They have no Templars, no leadership, and no one left who is worthy of succeeding the Divine. It has fallen apart when everyone needs it the most. I ache to think what this will mean in the days to come.
Do you really believe the Chantry is worth preserving?
If you ask my opinion, it is. Absolutely. Cast the Chantry aside and new problems replace old ones. We will have learned nothing from history. The people need stability, and the Chantry needs a new purpose. Andraste had a dream for us. It can still be achieved.
So, what should this new purpose be?
A dedication to what is truly important. Instead of building cathedrals and sewing gowns for the Divine, the Chantry used to spend its coin feeding the poor. If we are to spread the Maker's word across the world, we must do so with open hearts and open hands.
That sounds rather idealistic of you.
Does it? I do not think it's so unachievable. The Chantry has many good, honest people. They just need direction and inspiration. They need to be freed from centuries of adherence to tradition and ceremony. A chance for renewal is at our fingertips. It does not have to come with utter chaos.
What influence does Chancellor Roderick really wield?
He's a bureaucrat, responsible for communicating the Divine's will to the rest of the Chantry. Therefore, he's accustomed to the clerics hanging on his every word, hoping his influence will benefit them. Despite that, Roderick is not a bad man. He's frightened, and believes his place is to fill the gap left by Most Holy's death. Some might agree. As far down the chain of command as he is, there is no one left above him.
How big a problem could he be?
No more than he is already. He sent his message to the College of Clerics. That is the only card he had to play. Dealing with him further only lends him credibility he doesn't deserve.
Will the Chantry replace Divine Justinian?
They will try. Once the priests withdraw for the Grand Consensus, it is against Chantry law for them to emerge without naming a new Divine. Sometimes it takes days, or weeks, or even months. The problem now is that no clear successor to Justinia exists. All worthy clerics died with her at the conflict.
So what happens if they can't agree on someone?
Theoretically, they will argue until exhaustion takes them or they see reason. Practically, however, if the Grand Consensus goes on too long, the Chantry will crumble. Any cleric with ambition but little sense will see this as her one chance, and plenty of such clerics exist. We shall see what happens. The Inquisition must act in the meantime.
If they do choose a new Divine, will you serve her?
That depends on whether she would have me. I am a rebel now, remember? And even if she would, I do not know. It would depend on what type of Divine she is. I am no longer in a position to follow blindly, and no new Divine could expect such obedience now.
I'm surprised you rebelled against the Chantry.
I left my own order when they took the wrong path. It is no different. But in neither case did I stop caring. Indeed, I care so much that I feel drastic action is necessary. I suppose history shall one day judge my actions.
Thank you.
Me encanta que Cassandra siempre
I
es
trust all is
muy
well.
consciente.
I have some more questions.
As you wish.
Tell me about your brother.
Anthony was older than I, a dragon hunter, who showed what a Pentagast could truly be. I idolized him. I wanted to hunt dragons as he did, even though our uncle forbade it. Anthony promised to train me in secret. We would hunt together one day, brother and sister, vanquishing the beasts of old. And then he died on me.
What happened?
A group of apostates wanted dragon blood, and wanted Anthony to get it for them. He refused, and they killed him for it. In front of me. I begged the Chantry to let me become a Templar. Instead, they sent me to the Seekers. It took many years to let go of my drive for vengeance.
So you blamed all mages for the actions of a few apostates?
I was young. Magic was frightening. It all seemed pointless. I sometimes wonder how different my life would be if Anthony was still alive. Would I be a dragon hunter? Married to some noble fool, a mother of three? I cannot say. I take solace in believing the Maker has a plan, but he is not always kind.
I'll let you get back to work.
Eso es muy importante, lo que hace Cassandra es cualquier duda que no dude es un mal líder. En esa situación lo pudo haber hecho mejor.
Is there anything I should know?
The Lord Seeker's actions are a mystery. The Templars will aid us. They cannot sit idle while the breach remains.
That's all for now.
I'm sure you have other matters to attend.
Ok, voy a leer el códice. Se actualizó Sarah. Aquí está. Aquí, nota añadida de Nerim. Sarah dice haber vivido en Denerim y aunque tal extremo no puede verificarse, parece bastante probable. El feria no era ni estable ni segura, y muchos habitantes huyeron de la región tras la ruina. Dada su naturaleza, Volrayo parecía que abundaría en objetivos. Denerim tiene su buena ración de nobleza sospechosa, pero todos se unieron contra el enemigo común gracias a los esfuerzos del héroe de Ferelden. Se vieron obligados más bien mierdas y dobles mierdas. Ok, grasa de cristal. Las flores de grasa de cristal son apreciadas por su belleza y su valor medicinal. De un azul blanquecino y con una forma de una delicada campana de cristal, prácticamente tintinean cuando sopla la brisa. De hecho, una vez escuché las historias de una dama orlesiana que ordenó plantar grasas de cristal en su pergola y contrató a un mago de la aguja blanca para que las hiciese sonar. Al final acabó harta de tanto repiqueteo y prendió fuego a su jardín en un ataque de ira. Aprendamos la lección. El hacedor creó esas plantas como consideró oportuno y nuestras interferencias no suelen mejorarlas. Extracto del compendio de botánica de Inés Arancía Botánica. ¿Qué es esto? Arqueros. Luchó contra un enemigo armado. Ok, se actualizó. Un extracto de... Pocos soldados tienen... Pocos soldados tienen la habilidad de arco corto resulta algo más peligroso atacarlo como atacarías a un soldado con ballesta, pero esto ya lo leí. Una lucha entre un arquero y un gentil hombre es una prueba de astucia contra la paciencia. Un extracto de una meditación sobre el uso de la espada y la esgrima. Daño a humanoides aumentado. Ok. Supongo que es por la investigación que hice. Pero el de ruinas, ya lo leí. Ok. Risco rojo. Como mucha gente sabe, el rey Calenhald Therin declaró una vez: el destino de Risco Rojo es el destino de todo Ferelden. Ciertamente, el castillo es la primera y la última fortaleza para la única ruta terrestre que lleva a Ferelden. Y el país nunca ha caído ante la fuerza alguna que haya capturado antes Risco Rojo. El castillo, pese a haber sido tomado 3 veces, es tenido popularmente por inexpugnable, y vigila además una de las poblaciones más grandes y prósperas de Ferelden. La ciudad de Risco Rojo se encuentra bien situada cerca del paso de la montaña hacia Orzammar y la frontera orlesiana, y sirve por tanto como centro de comercio extranjero. Por dichas razones, Risco Rojo se considera un arlingo a pesar de la escasa extensión de sus dominios. Los habitantes de la ciudad son básicamente pescadores y mercaderes que transportan mercancías enanas por el paso de Orley y hasta Denerim. Cuando algunas montañas de otoño, toda la ciudad huele a pescado ahumado. Los mercaderes, vestidos con sus mejores galas, hacen como que no huelan nada. En busca de viajes del erudito de la capilla del mar antiguo. Los acontecimientos de la guerra civil fereldiana dejaron Risco Rojo en andrajos. Su reconstrucción había sido un proceso lento, pero la ciudad lo logró. Ha logrado una notable recuperación. Notable recuperación tras la dura experiencia que sufrió a manos del joven Lord Conor Gerrin. Tras la batalla de Denerim, Arl Imon entregó el Arlingo a su hermano menor. Ok. Su hermano menor. Ok. Para centrar toda su atención en asesorar al trono, dejó a Leboar Deegan con la monumental tarea de reconstruir la ciudad, con el desafío, quizás aún mayor, de tratar con el flujo de magos que llegaban a la zona tras la caída de los círculos, del rastro cambiante de Tedas de la hermana Petrin, erudita de la capilla. Esa hermana Petrin también es como la nueva Jenny TV. Creo que
Travel safely.
Tell Master Thread the new...
Realmente quiero ver algo. Ok, estos están usando. Ok. ¿Por qué me estoy quedando Porque hay otro mago, obviamente son 3 cada uno. Hay un mago más y un pícaro más, un rogue más.
Good luck sealing those rifts.
A ver si esto es especiales, no nada.
Good luck sealing those rifts.
Make I hear my cry.
Ok, voy a ir a una vez más. Bueno, pero no. Bueno, sí voy a ir a la mesa para ver si hay otra misión más. Si la hay, empezar a hacerla. Y si no, dejarlos haciendo algo, consiguiendo dinero o una cosa así. Pues regresaré. Bueno. Ok, ya no los dejé haciendo nada. Pero me llevaré a solas una vez más y a Cassandra, que son los que tengo. Podría llevar a Bull, que es complicado de... ¿Qué voy a hacer? Ok, me llevo a Cassandra. Sí. También tengo que ir a ese oscuro que se llama el mercadero. Pero ahorita no tenemos mucho dinero, entonces es un poco inútil ir por allá. Bajaré lo más rápido que pueda y porque traigo la medicina de la señora y también traigo una carta para una maga que está por ahí. ¿Qué por ciento si trajera a Vivian lo probaría? Bien. No haré eso. Mira, ya vengo.
Have you seen otherwise?
Please, hurry.
Here you go. The potion and instructions on how to make it.
Silas bless you. Or the Maker. Or whoever. It doesn't matter. Just thank you. I'll give it to her right away. If ever I can help the Inquisition, you have my word.
Ok, aquí también podemos traer a Sarah. Voy a ver si... Antes de eso, voy a traer a Vivian y a Sarah. Y a solas. Ya verán por qué. Porque ahorita vieron y los demás les valió muchísimo que hayamos llegado ahí. Entonces es mejor que traigamos a Sarah, a solas, que sí le importa, y quizá a Vivian. Regresaré otra vez a cambiar a un crew, a un party más. Vamos a ver.
Would that I could.
Of course. Yes, sir.
have the potion.
Here you go. The potion and instructions on how to make it.
Silas bless you. Or the Maker. Or whoever. It doesn't matter. Just thank you. I'll give it to her right away. If ever I can help the Inquisition, you have my word.
Se la prueba mientras ayuda a la gente.
True enough. It's good to have commerce restored. Yes, sir.
What did I tell you?
You all right, sir?
I have heard stories about you, Herald of Andraste. I am Enchanter Elendra. I hope you find a way to end this foolish war.
If you're a mage, why aren't you with the rebel mages?
I was an enchanter in the College of Equitarians. We wanted tolerance, not war. By rights, I am sworn to join the rebels. But I had friends among the Templars. I will not fight them. I know my own strength. I have no fear of demons. I will keep to myself and harm none.
I believe this is your phylactery. I found it on the body of a dead Templar named Matrin.
Ah, I suspected he died when he did not join me or send word. Maker curse the fools who started this war, and the fools who now fight it. Thank you. Matrin was important to me. Here, for your trouble.
I'd like to know more about you and Matrin.
Ah, Templars and mages. Natural enemies, they always say. As though you can keep healthy men and women close to each other for years without anyone getting ideas. We were friends for many years, and lovers for many more. And now he is gone because of this war.
You haven't joined the rebels or the refugees. Are you on your own?
Yes, it is safer that way. For everyone. At first, I used my healing skills to help the refugees. But when the Templars saw me, they attacked. Innocent people died in that battle. I will endanger no more.
The Inquisition could use the skills of a powerful mage.
If I wished to kill, I'd have joined the rebels. How is the Inquisition any better?
The Inquisition is our chance to restore order, Enchanter. Without it, we'll be no better than apostates.
Madame Vivienne, court mage of the Empress of Orlais. I am honored. And if you back the Inquisition, so shall I. My skills are yours. Just give me a moment to gather my things.
Lo voy a iniciar porque... Ah, qué tontería. Si vieron, desaprobaron Solas y Sarah. Ese es un problema con estos dudes. Ok, voy a traer a Vivian. Voy a traer a Sarah y a Solas. Me voy a ir. Voy a regresar con... Ah, ¿qué rollo es este? No, Vivian no. Ok. Sarah. Solas. Y este dude. No, Bull es súper complicado. Ahora solo es Bull.
Please, hurry.
Here you go. The potion and instructions on how to make it.
Silas bless you. Or the Maker. Or whoever. It doesn't matter. Just thank you. I'll give it to her right away. If ever I can help the Inquisition, you have my word.
Lo pruebo un poco. Ok, regresaré al campamento. Una vez más. Cambiaré el crew. Viene Vivian y quizás Blackwall. Y vamos de regreso. Para no estar haciendo esto una y otra vez, lo estoy mostrando para que tengan el mejor resultado en las conversaciones. Recuerden, toda esa aprobación, de verdad. Es súper complicado con Vivian, Bull y Sarah. Súper complicado. O sea, nada les cae bien, nada les acomoda. Qué gran estatua, no me había fijado. Como gritando. De hecho, algo de lo que me gusta del juego es que es súper progresista. Si dan cuenta, incluso los Funari en su religión lo marcan así. Las mujeres son súper progresistas. Ok, voy a adelantar las conversaciones esta vez.
I have heard stories about you, Herald of Andraste. I am Enchanter Elendra. I hope you find a way.
If you're a mage,
I was by right. I know my own strength. I have no fear of demons.
I believe...
Ah, Maker. Thank you. Matron was important to me. We were friends for many years. Innocent people died in that battle. If I wished to kill others, I would have joined the rebels. How is the Inquisition any better?
The Inquisition is our chance to restore order, Enchanter. Without it, we'll be no better than apostates.
Madame Vivienne, court mage of the Empress of Orlais. I am honored. And if you back the Inquisition, so shall I. My skills are yours. Just give me a moment to gather my things.
Ok, al parecer a Black Bull y a Barrick les valió totalmente. Voy a intentarlo con Bull y con Cassandra a ver qué pasa. De hecho podría traer a Solas, algo lo que le agrada a Solas y va. Será Vivian y Cassandra. Dos o tres veces más rápido el viajar en caballo es mucho más rápido. Lo que estoy haciendo es hacer todo eso a patín. Bueno, a patín
I have heard stories about you, Herald of Andraste. I am Enchanter Elendro. I hope you find a way to end this foolish war. I know my own strength. Thank you. Matt, we were friends. Innocent people died in that battle. If I wished to kill others, I would have joined the rebels. How is the Inquisition any better?
The Inquisition is our chance to restore order.
Madame Vivienne, my skills...
Ok, al parecer lo único que le interesa en estas cosas es a Vivienne. Digo, lo perdido lo encontrado y mejor, pero ya saben, solo necesitan traer a Vivienne, puede venir Barry, puede venir Cassandra, pero solas y Sarah les va muy mal reclutando a esta mujer. No sé por qué la odian. O odian que Vivian reclute. Dejo que mis compañeros recluten porque sube un poco el que yo les caiga bien. Ok, entonces Barrick, Solas y Cassandra. Voy a traer a Boo. Que traería mi main, o sea, este es el main normal y iré rápido al polo oeste. Es aquí, pero el vuelo. Que le voy a ir a avisar a ese dude de, oye dude, ya, tu mamá ya está bien.
Nothing to report, sir. Seguido y quería agarrar estos tesoros. Allí arriba hay otro. Así que continúo con. Me gusta mucho cómo entra la luz en las cosas. No sé, pero no es para la gente, pero para mí la industria del videojuego ha hecho como que sí cosas increíbles. O sea, no puedo negar la belleza, por ejemplo, de Ghost of Tsushima, pero no sé qué tan necesario sea cuando tienes cosas como The Legend of Zelda que funciona perfectamente bien con una muy buena dirección de arte.
The faithful move to follow your divine will. It shall be as you say.
No, tampoco. ¿Qué opinan?
Thank you for getting my mother the potion. I knew the light in the sky wasn't ready for her. If you see my mother or father again, tell them I hope they find the light in their own way.
The energy from the breach is everywhere. You don't need to be here to be close to it. Your mother would have died for your absence if not for me. You should join your family.
Perhaps you're right. Even if this world is just an illusion soon to be cast off, I should make my parents comfortable. I'll gather my things and go directly.
Bueno, que fue para su familia. Es lo más sano, hijo, es lo más sano. ¡Carajo! ¿Por qué no podemos hacer esto? Bueno, voy a ir aquí y empezar lo de Soulas. Y al parecer...
Right. That's why.
It's good to have commerce restored.
The Inquisition. Ok, dude, ya vengo a darme a los bandidos. ¿Dónde están?
Bandits ahead!
Farfala.
According to my research, the ancient elves may have set up walls. If we can find the artifact, it may help strengthen this area against tears.
I doubt that's the last of them.
Go in peace, then. Peace. I am no danger to you. My name is Miris. By your weapons, I see you come ready for battle. Perhaps we face a common enemy in these demons.
Are you fighting the demons on your own?
Fighting the demons is pointless. There will always be more, and I have no means of closing the rifts. But I have heard of elven artifacts that measure the veil. They may tell us where new rifts will appear. I was not expecting so many demons, however. I believe one of the artifacts is nearby. Can you help me reach it?
It sounds worth investigating.
Thank you. It shouldn't be too much farther ahead. Thank you for joining me. I do not think I could have done this alone.
How did you come to be here?
I was, first of Clan Venen. I left in service of my clan and saw that great tear in the Veil on my journey. I know more of magic and the Veil than any Shemlin, so I hope to help.
Maharal, Dalen.
We should keep moving. We'll need focused magical energy to get by. You, Flatear, can you manage it?
Manuvinen, Dalen. You fight hard, Seeker.
We would be dead if I did not.
Elven artifact nearby.
There. If we activate that crystal, it should react to the strength of the veil.
Yes, the wards are helping to strengthen the veil. This area should be safer for travelers now.
Well, that should prove useful. And it seems the ancestors left something for me as well. Interesting. I believe our alliance is concluded. Go in peace, stranger.
Mahalani, Maglandeva, the Enasalim.
Perhaps you're right. Here, take it. Go with Mithal's blessing.
Lo que le dijo el Sofer, pero sí. Mahalani. Interesante. Pero se vale, se vale. Listo, y bueno, tenemos que ir a activar el resto de las cosas. Es importante que veamos aquí. Por eso, porque ya medio nos enseña. Hacer eso. Pero antes de irme voy a llegar a este paso de los baños.
retreating. We must pursue.
Dice, la rutina de las patrullas no es negociable. Tras producirse cualquier encuentro que suponga heridos, hay que señalar los rastros y retirarse a la vida. Debemos seguir en condiciones de luchar para poder aplicar la fuerza apropiada y mantener a los refugiados lejos de la zona. Estos dos que están haciendo, pero se retiraron y... Cartas sin firmar encontrada en un banco. En esta operación no necesitamos ningún héroe. Nos pagan por tener las cosas tranquilas y mantener el comercio alejado de la carretera. Cuando sea razonable, dejad que los objetivos huyan y difundan la noticia de que la zona es peligrosa. Cuando tal extremo no sea razonable, matad a todos los objetivos con independencia de cuáles sean sus colores. Independientemente, ¿no? Poner este campamento antes voy a leer pero voy a poner este campamento para ver este máquina quiero poner no tallada en las tierras interiores. Las excavaciones preliminares han sido un gran éxito. Sorprende en extremo encontrar esta gran cantidad de producto cerca de la superficie. De no conocerlo bien diría que estaba creciendo. Por una parte, esto nos da una ventaja. Nuestras familias consiguieron forrarse sin tener que trabajar con las viejas familias ahí en Osomar, ni llevar esto por los canales oficiales del gremio. Por otra parte, la proximidad con la superficie y las áreas pobladas del disco rojo supone un desafío interesante. La guerra entre magos y templarios debería mantener a la gente lejos de la zona por ahora, pero en cuanto a los humanos acaban de matarse entre sí, cualquier operación que iniciemos será descubierta. Si queremos sacar partido de esta oportunidad, tenemos que mantener a la gente fuera de la zona. Recomendaría que nos hiciéramos con algunos bandidos en esta parte de Ferel de Nabul, así que no debería de llamar mucho la atención y nadie le parecería extraño que los bandidos quieran vigilar un territorio. Para cuando alguien descubra la operación, el producto se habrá agotado, en cuyo caso habremos desaparecido y bien la operación estará yendo como la seda. En cuyo caso seremos lo bastante ricos para negarlo todo y enviarle un poco de dinero al trono a modo de disculpa. Hablad con las familias y etcétera. Esto es demasiado bueno como para dejarlos pasar. hay algo más que interesante. Lo voy a intentar, nada más por los LOLs. Al terminar de descubrir y de averiguar toda esta zona, matar al enemigo de esta zona, pero eso será en otro stream. Regreso en un momento. Bye.